Hello, Heidi, or I guess I should say hola, Heidi. Thank you for requesting a Kelly's Osho Zen reading. So, look, this, by the way, is Lola. Lola, say hello. Hello, yes. I know you're an animal lover like me. I am currently squatting, with a cat and two dogs. I'm kind of I'm squatting in my friend's old apartment. She's moved out of this slum housing um, into a new 3 bedroom beautiful house for her and her 3 daughters, and it has a pool and it's a beautiful, yeah. And so I've been helping them move, and I'm cleaning up this space. So and I'm staying here for now. I can't wait to see what happens next on this clearly crazy path I'm on. Anyways, I pulled you some cards, so let's see what's showing up for you right now. So the current theme is the Fool. Wait, is this reading for you or for me? It's probably for both of us. Um, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Fool archetype, but it is the court jester in medieval times. It's stand-up comedians. It's the voice of comedy. It's actually the voice of truth. It is Crazy Horse. Look up Crazy Horse. Look up Crazy Wisdom. Look up the Fool. These are the clowns. And actually, if you've been paying attention, the clowns are definitely changing, transforming um, the communities that they live in and the places they visit by spreading joy and love and laughter in response to people's bullshit and ridiculousness. But anyways, look this up. So yes, and I love that I'm doing this with these are little fox ears, by the way, with diamonds on them. Okay. Anyways, so the Fool. All right. Basically, that in shamanic terms, it's coyote, cocopelli. Every culture has the Fool, and the role of the Fool is to observe, witness, detach, and reflect and mock pretty much the ridiculous things people are doing. And if you haven't noticed, I have been playing the role of Hobo Barbie. Just to kind of bring a little attention to the ridiculousness, and I emphasize the dick in ridiculousness of homelessness on this planet, period, in any society, much less a country that claims to be the wealthiest. I wonder why they're the wealthiest. They're the only one with a homeless pandemic. Anyways, okay, don't get me started. Let's see what's next for you. Look, Lola's like, oh, I'm done with it. Next card. This is what's going on inside. Abundance. Abundance, yes. Despite the obvious chaos going on around us, all around us, and especially with the people we love, and despite all the fear, terror-based fear, economic fear, poverty, despite all the fear, which is just false evidence appearing real, despite all the fear and the scarcity thinking that's going on, the best thing for you to do, and anyone for this matter, is to hold a space of positive abundance, for acknowledging, being grateful for the abundance. This is, as far as squatting in a slum hole, shithole, and not the best, well, it is getting to be a better part of town here, Love Chapman Town, thanks to a lot of people. But anyways, you know, I'm grateful for that this place is clean, well, because I cleaned it, but also that I have my own sacred space right now, and I'm using that time to meditate and heal and love on me and love on these seriously fucking neglected pets. So doing a little animal healing here too. Also purifying this area, definitely ghetto energy all around here. So trying to find the beauty and the magic and connect with community here, trying to find that's what abundance thinking is. That's what abundance thinking is. So no matter what is happening in your life right now, be grateful for what you do have, which will bring you more abundance. And then let's keep in mind, I went from one night being homeless in Venice Beach to squatting in this, relatively kind of flat. But anyways, the point is, no matter what's happening, keep the abundance thoughts, keep the positive thoughts. You will attract more to you and others. That's the gift. That's why I don't understand why people get jealous. Because whenever someone is doing well in their lives, everyone around them benefits. But anyways, I'll never understand that one. But anyway, okay, next card. What you're projecting out. Courage. Yes. Yes. Life is asking all of us to have the courage to be ourselves 100%. And what that means is saying that means no internal editor, that means no manners, that means no politeness, that means no bullshit talk language, that means no bullshit. It means radical honesty. People are being called to be radically honest, first and foremost with themselves, and then also with others and the agreements we have with others. It means having the courage. Like I hitched a ride with some guy who I actually kind of knew. Like I've met him before, hung out with him, thought he was a really great guy, musician, all this stuff. And then when I jumped in the car to get a ride from Venice Beach back up to Chico, he wanted sex, and I was like, sorry, I'm not interested. I'm not, sorry, not feeling it, and he got very mad. And it took courage, especially since he's supposed to be a gangster and all that shit. But the point is, we are being called to speak our truth, to say no when we mean it, to say yes when we mean it, to point out, hey, world, hey, friend, hey, boss, hey, postal person, whoever, this is bullshit. What the fuck? Why are we treating each other like this? Animals treat each other better than we do. Can I get an amen from the little animals in here? Look, that's what I'm saying. But do you see my point? We are being called to be courageous and to dress in the ways we want to dress, eat what we want to eat, live how we want to live, believe, laugh, cry, dance, fuck who we want to fuck, whatever. That is what it's called freedom. That's what's happening right now. People are seeing how trapped and caged everything is and how it's all interwoven in this crazy clusterfuck. And the good news is there's a fleet of people out there, plants, animals, minerals, and all, who are collaborating together, consciously collaborating, co-creating, and actually doing. Some of us are doing. I would be an example of someone who's doing, instead of just talking about this shit. I got shamans who, they're letting me stay in their house. These are shamans, gurus in their houses. And then when I use some of their essential oils to treat an ailment or give it to, a pregnant woman who needs it, they get mad because I shared their essential oils, which is their medicine. Do you see how that's fucked up? Anyways, I know you get it, Heidi. I'm talking way too much. I should go. Okay, next. Anyway, sorry. Okay, next is your to-do card. Okay, mind. stop the thoughts. Stop the thoughts. Do whatever it is that you get to your meditation. Catch those self defecating thoughts, the doubts, the fears, any thought that makes you feel bad or angry or icky, or you might feel it physically, like in your stomach, or pain in the neck, whatever. These are all indicators that you are having thoughts that are punishing you, that are hurting you, literally, physically, and emotionally, psychically, spiritually. So stop those thoughts, whatever works for you. And I don't judge. If running works for you, yoga works for you, sex, masturbation works for you, certain alcohol works for you, whatever. Where I don't judge. You basically try to clear your mind of those self-defecating thoughts, catch those fearful phrases and thinking, and replace them with loving thoughts, or whatever way you can do. EFT, do you know freedom emotional tapping? It's kind of like acupressure means positive affirmations. Anyways, there's a million ways you can do this. The best way to do it is to do what you love. Do that stuff that you get so immersed in that you don't even think about bills or time or any of that other illusionary stuff. But anyways, okay, next. Work and home. Going with the flow. This just float. Now's the best time to float or surf, because the waters are pretty turbulent for most people. And take care of you, love on you, put you first. That is the most loving thing you can do right now, Heidi. And I know you're a giver. And spend time with plants and flowers. I mean, plants, I know you, flowers, animals. Spend as much time in nature. Get in nature. You need that flower. Buy yourself flower. Pick yourself flowers every day. I mean, there's a million ways you can keep, enjoying the flow even when things get turbulent. Okay, next is politics. Okay, and this is in the heart category. This is something I have been, there's been all these kind of cosmic shifts, or whatever the fuck they're calling them now, unveilings. Anyways, the last unveiling for me, instead of having a fog and disarray and whatever shenanigans lifted, and I could see clearly, instead of feeling all warm, fuzzy, and love, I was furious, because I was seeing clearly how people spread toxic love. Toxic love is, we think it's love, I don't know why, we're raised that way, or that's all we know, or whatever. But toxic love is fucked up love. It's the fucked up love between someone who physically abuses someone else, and they come back and it's that toxic love. It's that kind of toxic love. It was just, I don't even want to talk about it, but I just saw how people, I know that it was their way of showing love, but it was really fucked up. And like these master servant relationships that are not, just, anyways, toxic love is love that does not feel good. It's the kind of backhanded insults that people make to sound like a compliment, or what. I mean, there's so many. It's just, this call is to say, be aware of the politics, how much manipulation people use to get what they want. And then when they don't get it, they get upset at you. And sometimes they'll blame you. And sometimes they'll try to hit you or push you or all kinds of weird shit. But they're just acting out because they want something and you cannot provide that for them. And that means that someone else can provide that for them. They can go somewhere else. So the politics means it comes back to having the courage to be radically honest with people and to say clearly, this is what I want, this is what I need. This is what I want, this is what I need. And no more playing games to try to get something. If I ask someone, like I'll say, hey, I need boots. You've got 400 pairs of boots. Might I have a pair of boots since I don't have any and all of a sudden I'm in the fucking cold? Much to my surprise, I might add. They always have the option to say no. And when someone says no to me, I don't take it personally. I just know that something better is going to come along and from a different source. So don't take it personally. I just go, okay, well, then I'm going to get much better boots than that from someone else or some other way. And I have no idea. And I'm going to trust that it's going to come to me because I need them. And really, I've been trying to show this on Facebook for years. All our needs are met if you know how to see it. So I have been trying to show that very dramatically with my physical self to the point of squatting hobo Barbie. At the same time, I got to go to Burning Man this year. I was living on an island. I helped build a floating city. And I got to do things that money can't buy. So anyways, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's go on. And yes, this reading clearly is for both of us, Heidi, if that's not already obvious, because I'm seeing that. Okay, letting go. Yeah, let's just let go of all this shit. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I got one piece of luggage. I know there's a lot better than here, so let's go. I can't wait to see where I go next. And then lastly, receptivity. That works on two levels: listening, looking for the signs, for the information, for the guidance that is constantly around us. I know you know that. And then also being open to receiving, saying yes. When a gift appears, saying yes, and having the courage to just go with it. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I got on a bus from Palm Springs, and I had been in the desert for 40 days. Look that shit up in the Bible, and you'll understand what it was like. So anyways, I was not in the best mood, and I basically was like, you know what? Anything's better than this. I'm just going to jump on this bus and see what the fuck happens, because it's got to be better than the bullshit I've been putting up with over here. So I jump on the bus. I have no idea what's going to happen. I pinged 2 people, and I was like, I'm not going to bother everybody, whatever. I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to make any plans. I'm not going to try to couch surf. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to see what happens. Well, I was magically picked up by a couple that are vows of service, John and Nikki, and we ended up in a beautiful mansion with a sound healer and having this like Thanksgiving Tantra sound healing, amazing multi-level healing light worker gathering week. It was magic. So you never know. Once you decide to stop taking this thing they called life seriously, because really, it's ridiculous what's going on. Ridiculous, like absurd, which is comedy. And then abundant thoughts. With your abundant positive thoughts, loving thoughts to yourself and everything around you, which I know you do, you live it, you know this. But having the courage to speak up, having the courage to say no, having the courage to say this is bullshit and no more of this. No more. I will not tolerate this. This is not loving. Knowing how to recognize toxic love and to cut the bullshit. And when you see someone's playing a game with you, be like, hey, I don't have time for this bullshit. What do you want from me? How can I help you? If I can't help you, well, then perhaps I'll refer you to someone else. And then letting go of just all this whatever story we're still holding on to. Hello, how many spiritual people went from Goofy Guru to Hobo Barbie? I don't know. Maybe I might be the first. Anyways, and lastly, listen, pay attention for the signs, follow your heart, not mind, and trust your heart, have the courage to make decisions and take actions and speak on heart your true self, and then be open for all the amazing abundance that is coming. Um, it's already coming. And there's even more to come, better than you even imagine. So wow, this is super long, and yes, I know there was a lot of me in there. I haven't done a reading in a really long time, and I am so happy um, that you showed up for a reading and offering me a love-based donation, because as you may or may not know, I until my basic needs are being met, which I'm talking about basic housing, food, shelter, that kind of stuff, um, I'm not going to do anything for free anymore, because when you're living off of love-based donations and people stop being loving because they're hurting or they're scared or they're confused or a misunderstanding or some ancient fucking story, and I mean ancient, like I'm talking ancestral shit. A lot of people are still carrying ancestral shit around, and I'm tired of cleaning it up for other people. Maybe they should pay me for that. Yes, pay me for that. And then I'm just saying, you know, it's going to get better. And I'm so glad that you asked me for a reading. Love you, Heidi. Love you, Heidi. And I can't wait to hear your feedback, because I know this reading was ridiculous. Thank you.